can turn anxiety into confidence. The fears that you have, you need to accept that fear is real for you. So the focus really needs to be on controlling what you can control. Control your choice, but the fear doesn't have to stop you. Today, I talk about a reminder to focus on what is in your control. It helps build self-confidence. Welcome back to A Ticket for One, a series where I talk about building self-confidence and self-trust, helping you to live your best life for you. If you're new here, I'm Linda, solo traveller, avid explorer and travel vlogger. I talk to people every day about building self-confidence and self-trust and doing things solo so they don't have to miss out, so they can live their best life. And now I'm sharing it with you. In this episode, I talk about a fear that my hairdresser has at the airport. A reminder that focusing on what is in your control can turn anxiety into confidence. The other day, I was having a haircut and struck up a conversation with my hairdresser, Lisa. Naturally, our chat turned to travel. We were comparing notes on Bali and Thailand, travel experiences. We've both been there. Talked about what we thought about it, where we've been, our experiences. In telling me about her stories, I noticed Lisa seemed to be a solo traveller. When she was talking about things she does, it seemed to be alone. So I said, I love solo travelling too. So excited to meet another solo traveller. And Lisa explained that while she loves doing things alone, she normally travels with her sister. But Lisa loves the freedom of being on her own and doing her own thing once they get there. They often go off and do their own separate thing during the day and then come back during the evening. So it gives Lisa that freedom of being a solo traveller, but a security of being with her sister. And Lisa gets her sense of independence by still going off and doing things on her own. We continued to talk a bit more about travelling, and then Lisa said something. She leaned in and confided to me. She hesitated a bit before telling me. She said, I have a fear around customs and airports, so that's why I travel with my sister. She stopped there and then we kept talking about some travelling stories. Then Lisa confided in me and said, I have this silly little irrational fear that someone might plant drugs on me in the airport. So I worry about going through customs. Without even thinking, I blurted out, that's not silly at all. And I meant it. That's not irrational either. That is actually a real concern and something you need to be aware of. Is it likely? It's probably a low probability, but it's possible. It's always worth acknowledging these sorts of fears rather than brushing them off and worrying about it. The fears that you have, you need to accept that fear is real for you. It's not silly, it's not irrational, it's real for you. It may be silly to some others, but it doesn't matter what they think. You're the one that needs to manage this. It's yours. Accept that. Once you accept it, then you can do something about it to manage it. Reduce it. Carry the fear with you while you take action and go do it anyway. The fear of someone planting drugs on you or in your luggage. I think the likelihood is low, but it is possible, yes. You can do things to mitigate the risk. You can do things to manage the fear so you feel more confident. This is a real possibility, and there are things that I do to reduce this risk and to manage it. The good news is there are ways to manage the fear so it doesn't control you. In this case, whether you're travelling alone or with someone else, the risk doesn't really change. In fact, I think when you're with other people, you can sometimes get distracted. You can let your guard down. You may assume that you're safer than you are. You may think someone else is paying attention to you and your things, when in reality, someone else with you might just be a distraction and might just open a vulnerability where someone else can take advantage of that. When I'm alone in an airport, I am hyper aware. I make a conscious effort to secure my bags so no one can take anything out of them. And just as importantly, no one can put anything in them. My zips are always tucked away or clipped, secured tightly closed. And I keep my bags close to me. I keep space around me from other people. If something as extreme as drugs being planted on you were to happen, it would be a nightmare whether you were alone or with someone else. The outcome would still would be the same. So the focus really needs to be on controlling what you can control. And that is how you keep anxiety manageable. You can't control everything. You can't control what other people do. But you can control your choice of luggage and bags that are hard for anyone else to put anything in or take anything out. You can decide and control to watch your bags very closely. You can notice who's around you, what they're doing, and where the risks are. You can notice who's near you, who's around you, and how much space you have around you. How much space of a buffer to keep your things safe from other people. You can control your body language to look confident and less vulnerable. You can stand tall and confident and see people around you. Look at them, see them. You can look strong and look like you're someone who's not to be reckoned with. A person who slouches and is sloppy and careless opens themselves up for people to take advantage of. People who are looking down at their phone all the time, scrolling, not taking any notice of what's going on around them, being distracted, is a greater target for scams and crimes. Personally, I use backpacks with concealed zippers. And if they're not concealed anywhere, I clip my zips closed with carabiners. Sometimes I even tie them off if they're small. At first, I used to do it to prevent theft. That's always your first thought. You think someone's going to steal something out of my bags. But it stops anyone from being able to put something in your bag that you don't want in there as well. Gives me peace of mind that nothing can be taken out, nothing can be put in, except by me. Lisa travels with her sister. That helps her reduce her anxieties. What do you do to reduce your fears? Often, when I'm doing something with someone else, I ask myself, what would I do if I was here alone? What would I do if they weren't here? That helps me to start building my mindset and my confidence to do it alone next time. That's the thing with travel fears. You need to do what is in your control, what is within your power to reduce the risk, mitigate the risk, and then let go of the rest. Once you've done your part and you can do all that you can do, your mind can relax. By the end of our chat, Lisa was telling me about their next adventures. Her and her sister are traveling to Japan. And I couldn't help but smile because despite the fear that she shared with me, her love of travel is not stopping her from going. Her love of travel is much bigger than her worries and her fears. Lisa is managing her fears and getting out there anyway. So talking with Lisa reminded me we all have fears about traveling, even us strong, independent solo travelers. But the fear doesn't have to stop you. The fears never go away. You just need to learn to manage them. It's like public speakers. People who are very experienced in public speaking, they will tell you the fear never goes away. You just learn to manage it and carry the fear with you out there. When you focus on what you can control and prepare very well, you can build self-trust. And with that, confidence grows. Do what helps you to feel safe, then go and enjoy the journey. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this chat gives you a little reassurance and a little bit of encouragement for your own travels. Hit that like and hit that subscribe and bookmark me so you can find me again, and I'll catch you in the next episode. You've got this. Go solo, enjoy the journey.